Okay, friends, we're late getting started. So I'm not even going to say really any announcements. I'll just say this. I'm teaching a retreat up at Maple Grove this weekend. Maple Grove is like a 2.5 hour drive. If you have any interest in coming up, even for just one day, talk to me after class. I will be here teaching my Thursday morning class. So yes, I'm here for Thursday morning, not here for Thursday night or Sunday. Victoria's subbing on Sunday. Where is she? Oh, I'm like, where'd she go? So yeah, if you'd like to come partake of Victoria's just loveliness, then come to Sunday yoga. All right, friends, let's just do the thing. So go ahead and find your comfortable seat. If you are already there, you may take a moment to just kind of adjust. You may take a moment to move, wiggle, stretch just a little bit. So kind of feeling into your physical body, noticing what's going on inside of you physically, kind of how you woke up this morning. And then eventually just find stillness. Sorry, and I'll say one more thing. We are out of toilet paper if you haven't figured that out. I forgot. There's tissues in there, and Sune is bringing toilet paper probably sometime during class. So we're taking care of it. So sorry. I just forgot about that when I heard the bathroom. So I'm like, oops. Okay. Back to our yoga. So seated meditation, close your eyes when you're ready. And maybe rest your hands in your lap, or if you'd like, hands might come to your heart, or even one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And take these first couple moments to really just arrive on your mat. So sometimes getting here is a little chaotic. It can be the hardest part. We've all made it to our mat physically. Good job. Now see if you can really allow yourself to be here mentally, emotionally, energetically. Just start to feel into the rise and fall of your breath. Maybe even start to visualize your breath. And next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can and hold at the top in fullness. Maybe even take an extra little sip. And then big, huge sigh out your mouth. Let it go. Ah. Good. Again, just like that. Great big, huge inhale. Take that moment of pause as you hold your breath. See if you can soften a little bit around your held breath. And then when you're ready, let it go. Sigh it out. Big open mouth sigh. Yeah. Oh. Last time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Imagine you're waking up your body from the inside out with this huge breath, all that life force, that prana. And when you are ready, open your mouth, let it go. Good. Ujjayi breath now. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So see if you can start to create that gentle whisper noise, that oceanic sound with your breath. It's not a fast breath. It's not a forced breath. There's a gentle effort behind it. It's all the way down from your diaphragm. So you're using the muscles down in your ribs and between your ribs, down in your belly. You're expanding with each inhale, contracting with each exhale, and you're regulating your breath so it's slow and steady. You can stay right here as long as you would like, just simply breathing, noticing, just connecting to your own internal rhythm. Whenever you are ready, start to move just a little bit. So maybe just from your seat at first, but eventually hands and knees is where we'll end up, just a tabletop position, an intuitive movement from there. So once you're on hands and knees, friends, so many ways to feel around. You might start with your cat-cows. So if you like to start somewhere familiar, start with your cat-cows, just the flexion and extension of your spinal column. And then from there, you can start to get a little more creative. You can start to get a little more intuitive, maybe even close your eyes. So rather than thinking your way through this exercise, you're feeling your way through. Slow, steady breath. So use your breath to guide your movement, make it just as important as the physical movement. Nice, you guys. Take about 3 to 6 more rounds, somewhere in there. And then eventually start your transition back to our first downward facing dog of practice. All right, once you're back in your dog pose, same thing, just feel around. So maybe you want to pedal out your heels. Maybe you want to bend your knees a lot and really work the length from your fingertips up to your sit bones. So you hear me say this all the time. Imagine there is an invisible rope attached to your belly button, and it's literally pulling up and tugging back. If you are not sure how far apart your hands and your feet ought to be, a good way to measure is to come forward into a plank position. And then nothing has to change. You're just lifting your hips and pressing them back, down dog. So those two poses, ideally, your hands and your feet don't have to move. If you want to step your feet forward just the teeniest, tiniest bit, maybe an inch, go for it. But you want that length so you have space to move into, so you have space to stretch into. Big, deep breaths. Nice, you guys. Good awareness. Soft through your face. Unclench your jaw. Take one more big inhalation into your down dog. And then as you exhale, look to the top of your mat, and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, just be here for a few breaths, hang out in your fold. So maybe you want to take ragdoll, grab opposite elbows, take a little sway or bob or bounce it out. Maybe you want to bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, and give the back of your neck some traction. So just like in your down dog, imagine that invisible rope. It's attached to your belly button, and this time it's pulling straight up towards the ceiling. So you're using your core to lift your sit bones up as high as you can. You're connecting to your center as your upper body just kind of hangs or sways or dangles like a rag doll. So your upper body does not have to be working. The weight is more in your toes and the balls of your feet, less in your heels. Take one more round. Inhale, bring yourself to a halfway lift position. So spine parallel to the ground. Yes, very nice. Exhale, fold and bow. Do that again, halfway lift. So this time, just this time, bring your hands to your shins. Even if you bring your hands usually, or keep your hands on the ground, bring your hands all the way up to your shins. So I want you to feel your spine parallel to the ground, really long. And then even more, this is gonna even exaggerate it more, bring your arms to cactus position. So your palms are facing the ground and the backs of your hands are facing the sky. Bend your knees a lot if you need to. So I would rather see a big bend in your knees with a really long spine. Stick your butt out, crown of your head reaches forward. Try to press your arms up as you press your chest down. Feel your back muscles engage. Now, only if you want to, see if you can straighten your legs a little more by lifting your sit bones up and pressing the tops of your thighs back. Weight should be more forward, not in your heels, more in your toes and the balls of your feet. Take one more big deep breath. Back of your neck is long. End of your exhale, just let it go. You can give your head a little shake or whatever feels good. Keep your arms relaxed, just hanging. Keep your head relaxed and slowly start to roll up. So your head will be the very last thing to lift up. Slow, slow, slow. Eventually, head stacks on top of spine. Take some rolls with your shoulders. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down a few times. Feel the mobility there. And then shoulders back and down, palms open, facing forward. So some of us, it might feel better to bring your arms out a little bit wider. See if you can feel into a neutral pelvis and a neutral spine, or as close as you can get. Close your eyes and feel yourself standing with so much awareness, intention, attention. Breathing slow and steady into all the little spaces. Feel your feet rooting down as the crown of your head draws up. Take one more big inhale. Stay as you are. Fill up as big as you can. And then when you are ready, open your mouth, sigh it out. Let it go. Ah, good. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, reach up and stretch. Exhale, slow dive down, forward fold. With your inhalation, lift halfway, lengthen, stick your butt out, feel the strength in your back body. Good. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, take it all the way up. Arms to the sky, stretch. Hands to heart as you exhale. Do that once more, so much awareness. Inhale, reach up. Maybe even close your eyes this time as you take your slow dive. Feel your body moving through space, then let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift position, Ardha Uttanasana. Spine parallel to the ground, back of your neck long. Exhale, fold, nice trace. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart, reverse swan dive all the way up. Arms reach up, stretch, lengthen. Hands to heart center. All right, this time, inhale, take your arms to the sky, interlace your fingers, and just flip your palms up. So you're pressing up through your palms. Take one more great big inhale, get tall. And then as you exhale, side body stretch to your right. So upper body goes right. Pull your left shoulder back and down. So see if you can keep it plugged into the socket. Try not to bend your elbows, but keep pressing through your palms. Take one more big deep breath. Now listen, end of your exhale, you're gonna roll forward, surround your back, curl in. I like to bend my knees a lot so I can really tuck my tailbone. And you might kind of move side to side, move your hips side to side, move your shoulders side to side, round your spine, breathe into each side of your back ribs. Take one more deep breath. Good, you guys. And then we're gonna come up into our side body stretch towards the window. So reach your left, pull your right shoulder back and down. Press through your palms just a little bit longer. There's more weight in your right foot and your hips are reaching over to the right. Breathe into your right rib cage. Nice, Laura. Breathe into your right waistline. Press through your palms. One more breath. Beautiful, friends. Inhale, bring it back to center. Press up. And then as you exhale, release. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers here. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades hug towards your spine. Maybe you reach your hands back. Maybe you lift your heart up. Take one more in breath. Keep your clasp. Hinge at your hips. Exhale all the way down. Yes, hang out in your forward fold for about 2 or 3 rounds. See if you can let your neck relax. Notice where is your weight. Try not to rock back into your heels. Use your core to lift your butt up. Yeah, nice, Ellie. Use that mobility in the front of your shoulders. See if you can lift your knuckles higher. Take one more inhale. Good work. Exhale, hands to your low back. Then nice and easy. Just release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. Give them a little shake out. Ujjayi. Fire it up. Next, inhale. Halfway lift position. So lengthen, yes. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. You're in a plank pose. Inhale at the top of your push-up, so you can rock forward onto your tippy toes or come to your knees to modify. Exhale, lower just halfway. Hold here, strong arms, strong belly. Nice, Victoria. Inhale, push back up. Beautiful. One more time like that. Little rock forward, lower halfway. Hold until you're empty, navel to spine. Push back up, breathe in. Slow as you can go. Nice, Christine. All the way to your belly this time. And then you choose any back bend variation you would like. So if you come to my class often, you know, Spider-Man Cobra is my personal favorite. Sphinx pose might feel good. Baby Cobra, full Cobra, up dog, locust. So many options. You do you. So give yourself a couple breaths or so. Feel the opening through your front body. Eventually, downward facing dog. No hurry. Big, deep breaths. You've got about 5 rounds here. One more time in your down dog. Real quick, just a question from me to you. If you would like a hands-off practice today, you would not like physical touch or physical adjustments for whatever reason, it doesn't matter to me. I don't take it personal, but just give me one leg in the air as a signal real quick. Is that a change of mind? Okay. All right, thank you so much. So back to down dog and then a couple more deep breaths. Good job, friends. So if you do want to take one leg up and then the other now, just to stretch and feel around, feel free. So feel into the strength of your foundation, your strong hands, your strong arms, shoulders, that connection to your center. Feel your breath, big, spacious, moving into all the little spaces inside of you, supporting you. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. You guys look so good. As you exhale again, look forward, step, tiptoe, or hop forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift position. Feel into so much length and space. Exhale, let it go. Fold in, empty out. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise. Arms reach up, nice CC. And exhale, hands to your heart. Okie doke. Inhale, take your arms up. And then as you exhale, we're going to take a curtsy squat. Our left foot will step off the right side of our mat. It's like a really shortened diagonal lunge. Bend your knees, get low. Try not to lean forward and stick your butt out, but instead, reach your tailbone towards the ground as you tone your low belly. Take little baby pulses up and down, just an inch or so of movement. So you're staying really low. Good. You're letting the heat build in your legs. Breathe into it, soften around it. Hold in your lowest position, one last breath. Really nice. Nice, Liz. Inhale back to high mountain. So stretch, reach up. We'll take the other side. So right foot this time steps off to the left. Hands to heart, bend your knees. Intention is to keep square hips. You can start your pulses at any time. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. So you're hugging in with your inner thighs. So hugging in is going to help you balance. Tone your belly, navel to spine. That's going to help you balance, and it's going to support you through your low back. Get as low as you can and hold. One more breath. Thanks, Diane. As you inhale, high mountain, arms to the sky, stretch tall. As you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Breathe in and just open through the front of your shoulders and your heart, maybe little baby back bend. As you exhale, take a slow dive down. Keep your hands clasped. Keep your hands clasped. Inhale to your halfway lift position. So use that strength in your back body, that opening in the front of your shoulders, lengthen. As you exhale, hands to low back, release. Plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Move through your vinyasa however you would like. So if you want to add push-ups, go for it. If you want to take it on your knees, go for it. If you want to skip it completely, fine with me. Eventually, downward facing dog and your big, deep breaths. Good, friends. Next time you inhale, take your right leg to the sky. So if you would like, go for it. Open your hip, roll out your ankle, anything goes. Just feeling around. But then eventually, in your next couple breaths, find square hips. So inner thighs face each other. Good. Your right leg is long, strong, powerful. So I don't care so much about height, length, strength, and power. Push down into your fingertips as you press up into your right foot. Awesome, Chris. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So round your spine, hollow out your belly. Stay here, breathe in. You should be on your back, tippy, tippy toes. And then exhale, step through softly. Good. Take your time to rise up into your crescent lunge. Thanks, Callie. So all of your toes are facing forward. Your hips are square. You find your stability by hugging towards midline. So your front hip pulls back. Your back hip pulls forward. Your femur bones plug into the sockets. And you feel really strong and supported through your legs. Tone your belly to support your low back. So navel to spine. And it almost feels like your low back gets a little longer. Heart is lifted, maybe your gaze is lifted, maybe you're even smiling today. So try not to take everything in your yoga practice, including yourself, so seriously. Take one more big inhale, reach super high. And then as you exhale, open it up to a warrior two. So back heel pivots down, arms reach forward and back. Your hips open up as well. So feel the opening in the front of your hips. Keep tracking your front knee towards your pinky toe. Yeah, so don't let it collapse inward. Good. Back foot is rooted. Yay, our toilet paper's here. Take one more deep breath. And then reverse your warrior. So front palm rotates up. Reach up, reach back. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Keep tracking it towards your pinky toe. Yeah, breathe into your right side, right rib cage, waistline. Beautiful. Take one more inhale. Is there any more space you can find? Nice, Ellie. Exhale, come back through your warrior two. We're going for side angle. If you feel like you need to straighten your front leg just for a second, give it a little stretch, give it a little break. Fine with me. As you are ready, bend your front knee, reach forward as far as you can, and then just tip it over. Everything stays open, your hips, your heart, your shoulders. Good. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek underneath your body, tracking your front knee towards your pinky toe, really bending deeply into your front knee, but keep pressing into your back foot. Back leg stays strong. Personally, I like to reach my left arm forward, bicep next to my ear, feel the length of my left side. So you do you, your own variation. Last couple breaths. Good work, friends. From the press of your feet. Nice, Judy. Inhale, rise up. And then we're going to straighten our front leg, parallel our feet. So all of your toes are now facing the windows. Take your arms up, inhale. And then just for this one, we won't do it again, but exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Maybe switch your fingers to one finger over, so it's a little bit funky, it's a little bit awkward. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades hug your spine, reach back. Option to lift your heart, lift your gaze. Gently press your hips forward. Keyword is gently. Take one more inhale. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips. Exhale all the way down, wide-legged forward fold. Without your hands on the ground to support you, you have to find your connection to center here. So if you want to work the pose, use your core. Use it to hold you as you engage through the fronts of your thighs and breathe into the backs of your legs. Weight more forward, not in your heels, more in your toes and the balls of your feet. Let your neck relax, let your head be heavy. So crown towards the ground, sit bones towards the sky. If at any point you need to let go of your clasp, totally fine with me. You've got about 2 or 3 more breaths. Open mouth sighs. Good. Take one last inhale. Nice work. And if you have your hands clasped, exhale, bring your hands to your low back, release. And then everybody halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees if needed. Crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. You're in a low lunge. And then just nice and easy, step forward. You'll be in a forward fold. Good. Halfway lift, inhale. And then as you exhale, tiny little potato bug balls. So bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels, tuck and curl. Butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. And you can choose to either intentionally lift your heels up really high. The higher your heels go, the lower your butt can go. Closer you can get your nose to your knees. Or you can press your heels towards the ground and work your ankle flexibility. Option to wrap your arms around the front of your shins and give yourself a great big squeeze. Yeah, breathe into your back body. Take one more deep breath. Good. Come back to your halfway lift position. Heels down, spine long. If you want, you can widen your feet. You can widen your stance. Exhale, fold. From the press of your feet all the way to stand. Arms to the sky, high mountain, pause right here. So take a moment and just feel yourself standing with your arms reaching up. Notice where you might have some little imbalances in your own body. So for me, I usually press my ribs forward and stick my butt out. I'm gonna feel into a more neutral spine. Maybe for you, you're rounding forward, your arms are reaching forward. See if you can feel into a more extension in your spine. So just feeling in, maybe even from the inside, close your eyes. Good. Keep your arms reaching up. Keep your right foot rooting down and lift your left knee, standing staff. So left knee lifts, inner thighs hug in, flex your toes, yes. So dorsal flexion, toes back towards your shin. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, figure 4, one-legged chair. So bend your right knee and sit back. Options with your arms, hands to heart. You can reach your arms back like we do in a chair plane. Or just for this one, if you want to play and explore, we're holding it for a few rounds. So maybe you come into a forward fold. Maybe you have an arm balance in your practice and you want to work with it here. There's a twist variation. So you do you, just feeling, breathing into your outer left hip. Visualize your breath moving all the way down. Focused and alert, yet calm and relaxed at the same time. Last couple of breaths. You guys are doing so good. Let's slowly come back up to standing staff. So if possible, staying balanced on your right foot, arms reach up, left knee lifts up, option to extend left leg. If you would like, one more inhale here. As you exhale, just set your left foot down, even out your weight and dive down, forward fold. Beautiful work, friends. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa however you would like. Use your big, deep breaths. Back in down dog. Reconnect, Ujjayi. So feel your breath, let it support you, let it move into all the little spaces. All right, inhale your left leg to the sky. If you want to, go ahead and move it around a bit, open through your hip, roll out your ankle, whatever you would like. Good job. And then square off your hips. So see if you can feel the big difference. Most of us, especially myself, I'll speak for myself, can't get our left leg quite as high or even close to as high with square hips. That's okay. I don't care about height. Go for length, strength, power. So press down through your fingertips. As you press up with your left foot, stay connected to your center. One more inhale. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So find your center, push the ground away. As you draw navel to spine, stay here, breathe into your back body. And then step forward nice and softly if you can. Good. Rise up to your crescent lunge in your own time. So hips are square. Left hip is energetically pulling back. Right hip is energetically pulling forward. You should feel pretty much even in your legs. So lots of times people like to lean forward, put all their weight in their front foot. See if you can get your weight nice and centered. Your back leg feels just as strong and powerful as your front leg. Your back foot, your back toes feel strong and powerful. Feel into your own unique expression through your upper body, lifting through your heart. Maybe even smiling. Take one more inhale. Nice breath. As you exhale, just open it up. Warrior two. So back heel pivots down, left arm forward, right arm back. You might take a moment to adjust through your legs. So if you need to, I shouldn't even say if you need to, if you want to, gaze down at your feet and see they're on a nice little balance beam. Front heel intersects your back arch or lines up with your back toes. Your front butt cheek is wrapping underneath you rather than sticking out behind you. Nice, Kelly. Yeah, looks good. So a little tone in your belly to support your low back. Next, inhale, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach back. Very nice. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. You guys look so good. Keep pressing into the outer edge of your back foot. Breathe into your left side. Wrap your left butt cheek underneath your body. Yes. Take one more inhale. Maybe reach even more through your fingertips. Exhale, come back through your warrior two. If you need a moment to give your front leg a break, to straighten it out, stretch it out, move your hips around a little bit, go for it. Eventually come into your side angle. So you'll bend your front knee, you'll reach forward, and then just your arms have to change. So why I say just change your arms, I don't want your heart to look down. I want everything to stay open. If you force anything, if you take it too far, you start to close in this pose. This pose is very open. So feel that opening in the front of your heart, the front of your hips. Maybe even reach your right arm towards the front of the room. Yeah, or find your own variation. If you're in a bind, make sure it doesn't cause you to close off and look down at the ground. You can stay open. Take your last couple of breaths. Yes, beautiful, good awareness. Next time you breathe in, rise back up. You're in warrior two again. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Take your arms to the sky. Straighten your front leg. And then as you are ready, just take it all the way down, anywhere you want to go this time. So wide-legged forward fold, about 5 to 7 breaths. Feel free to play, get curious, move around, or feel free to just be still. There's stillness in our outer body, but there's so much going on inside. There's so many little micro movements. Tune in rather than tuning out. That's my favorite thing about this practice. We do these poses that we are familiar with. They're the same, but we are different. Our bodies are always changing. There's always something we can notice, something that we can respond to and adjust to. There's more space we can find and create. There's a bigger breath we can take. Good job. Next couple rounds. Finish up where you're working, if you're working somewhere. And then come to a halfway lift position, everybody. Fingertips on the ground. Bend your knees as much as you need to find that length in your spine. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, just crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, step forward. This time go straight into your tiny little potato bug ball. So big toes touch, little gap in between your heels, tuck and curl. If you want a little balance challenge, option to turn this into toe stand. So you'll hug in with inner heels, inner knees, inner thighs, and point your knees straight forward. Hands to your heart. So you're just balancing on your toes, spine is long. Slow, deep breaths. Good, wherever you are at, 2 more, nice, Soph. All right, inhale, halfway lift position. So heels down, spine long. You can widen your stance if you'd like. Exhale, fold, bow in. Root through your feet all the way to stand. Take it up, arms to the sky. Pause right here. So feel your body as you stand and reach tall. Where are your own imbalances? Where do you compensate for your own imbalances? Can you find a more neutral spine, a more neutral pelvis? Can you soften through your face and your shoulders? Can you spiral your pinky fingers in towards each other? So stay right here with your arms reaching up. Your left foot this time is your foundation, and then float your right knee up into space for standing staff. So hug in with your inner thighs, stay connected to your center. Yeah, dorsal flexion through your toes. Good job. One more inhale. Exhale, figure 4, one-legged chair, hands to heart, arms might reach back. If you want to play with forward fold or arm balance or twists. If you fall out 10 times, come back in 10 times, awesome. That means you've met an edge, you're challenging yourself. That's a good thing. So be playful and compassionate. That's why we are here to practice. Big, slow breaths. All the way down into your hips. Couple more rounds. You guys are doing so good. Nice work. Good awareness. All right, if you can, stay balanced on your left foot. If you fall, no big deal. Come back to standing staff. Arms reach up, right knee lifts up. Option to extend right leg forward only if you want to. Try not to lean back. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, set your right foot down and kind of even out your weight. Stick your butt out, heart forward, all the way down. Fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa, however you would like to. Slow, intentional, mindful. Beautiful. Back to down dog. Or if you're feeling a child's pose instead, please feel free. So give yourself just a few rounds. Reconnect to your breath, recommit to your practice. We've got that entire sequence now, breath to movement. So that doesn't mean we speed through it as fast as we can, get it over with. It means we move slowly and intentionally with our slow, intentional breaths. We pay attention not only to the poses, but the transitions between the poses. Anytime you need to take a little break or you want to do your own thing, what I'm cueing isn't working for you, please feel free. So this is your practice. Give yourself whatever you need first, always. So if you're coming with me, downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. Good. Take one more inhale into your down dog. Good. And exhale, look forward, however you want to get there, forward fold. Inhale, spinal extension, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Ah. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart all the way up. Arms reach up. And hands to heart center as you exhale. Here we go. Inhale, arms to the sky. Curtsy squat. Exhale, left foot steps to the right. Get low in your legs. Hands to heart. Inhale, high mountain. Both feet on your mat, both arms up. Exhale, other side. Get low. Inhale, reach high. And then exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Use your in-breath to open the front of your heart, front of your shoulders, reach your hands back. Keep your clasp, slow dive, hinge at your hips all the way down. Relax your neck. Inhale, keep your clasp, halfway lift. So feel all that strength in your back body. Use it to lengthen. And exhale, slow release, hands to low back, and plant your hands, feet back, so you can keep that exhale going, chaturanga. Heart lifts as you inhale. Hips lift as you exhale. Good job, friends. Big inhalation, right leg high. Like you're stepping over something. Exhale as soft as possible. Right foot steps through. Rise up, breathe in, crescent lunge, strong legs, lift your heart. Exhale, open it up, warrior two, back heel pivots down. Settle in. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back, deep bend in your front knee. Exhale, side angle. So come through center, reach forward. Or I should just say tip it over. You can reach up if you'd rather. Inhale, press into your feet, rise up, both arms to the sky. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Good, exhale, slow dive all the way down. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Inhale, halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. Yes, nice, Lizzie. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, get small all the way to empty, as compact as you can become. And then inhale, come back to a halfway lift, and if you want, you can widen your stance if that's how you prefer your feet. Exhale, now fold. Root through your feet all the way up. Arms to the sky, left knee lift. Exhale, figure four, sit back, hands to heart, or swing your arms back. Inhale, re-extend, so standing staff, maybe left leg reaches forward. Good, exhale, left foot to the ground, even out your weight and dive down. Big spacious breaths, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Try to keep your exhale going or even hold empty as you lower down. Nice, Judy. Lift your heart, inhale. Chris, lift your hips. Exhale, use your breath. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. Softly, slowly, left foot steps through. Strong legs, rise up, crescent lunge. Open up, warrior two. Switch out your legs, Callie. And then exhale, inhale, reverse. Reach up, reach back. Now exhale, side angle. So come through warrior two, reach forward, tip it over all the way to emptiness. Heart stays open. Inhale, rise up. Straighten your front leg, both arms to the sky. Parallel your feet. Take your slow dive all the way down. Empty out, navel to spine, butt towards the sky, crown towards the ground. Work your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. You're in a low lunge, step forward, you're in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your big toes to touch. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Super small and compact. Halfway lift, breathe in, widen your feet if you want. Exhale, fold. Now rise all the way up. Arms reach up, right knee floats up, standing staff. Exhale, figure four, one-legged chair, hands to heart, arms swing back. Woo, inhale, back to standing staff. Maybe extend right leg, press through your heel. Good. Exhale, set your right foot down, even out your weight. Dive down. Halfway lift. Breathe in. This is just like down dog, but you're on your feet, so feel the same length in your spine. Exhale, yes, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa your own way. See you back in down dog. Big, deep breath. Good job. Good, everybody. Give yourself a couple open mouth sighs if you'd like. We've got one more time through that same flow. I'm gonna add in just a few little additions, a few little variations. So just like always, stay present, listen to my cues. Take what works, leave the rest behind. You're coming with me. One more inhale into down dog. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space. Step tiptoe or hop, forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. And exhale, let it go. Press into your feet all the way up. Big, huge stretch, high mountain. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, last round. Inhale, reach up. Curtsy squat, left foot steps to the right, get low, exhale. Inhale, reach high. Other side with your exhalation. Low in your legs, square through your hips. Inhale, reach. One more time, exhale, hands behind your back, interlace. Inhale, work the opening through the front of your hips, front of your shoulders. And then exhale, keep your clasp as you dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Keep your clasp, lengthen, stick your butt out, press the tops of your thighs back. Exhale, fold, hands to your low back, release. Plant your hands, feet back. See if you can move through your chaturanga. Keep that exhale going or hold empty. Lift your heart, breathe in. Nice, Christine. Lift your hips, breathe out. Beautiful, Victoria. Inhale, take your right leg high. You can hold here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Ha, use your breath. Inhale, right leg high. Good, exhale, right knee, right elbow. Aim for your armpit, get as high as you can. Yeah, inhale back up. And then last one, everybody, knee to your nose, step forward softly. Rise up, crescent lunge, reach up, maybe gaze up. Open up with your exhale, warrior two. Ha, good. Inhale, reverse, reach up, reach back, deep bend in your right knee. Exhale, side angle, come through your warrior two, reach forward, tip it over. We're gonna pause right here. You choose, stay in side angle, turn it into a triangle, or turn it into a balancing half moon. Reach forward and float your back foot off the ground. If you're in balancing half moon and you wanna turn it into a sugarcane variation, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. So you do you, explore your pose. Maybe you explore a couple different poses. Maybe you fall out. Come back in when you are ready. Heart is open, hips are open. Last couple breaths, good job. See if you can land in warrior two. Everybody return to your warrior two. And then straighten your front leg, but don't parallel your feet just yet. Reverse triangle. So reach up and back. Feel the length in your right side. From your fingertips all the way down to your toes. Good. One more inhale. Then as you exhale, just bring your arms back to parallel with the ground. Inhale, parallel your feet. Take your arms to the sky. Back to our flow. Slow dive. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift position. And as you lift halfway, bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, exhale, get super small, compact, all the way to empty. Come back to halfway lift, inhale. You can readjust your stance if you like your feet wide. Exhale, fold all the way to empty, and then press into your feet, rise up. Arms reach up, left knee floats up, standing staff. Figure 4, exhale, get low. Inhale, standing staff, pause here. Guess where we're going now? Eagle pose, so left knee on top of right, left elbow under right. If eagle arms don't work, you can wrap your arms behind your shoulders instead. Squeeze your legs. You can get that second wrap of your toes behind your calf. Awesome. Or if you can't, no big deal. Just squeeze your legs together. Keep your keep your left foot active. Very nice. Tone your belly, lengthen through your low back. Take about 2 more breaths. Playful. Every time we balance, playfulness is so important, I feel like. All right, we're gonna come back to our standing staff one last time. Inhale, extend left leg if you want. Exhale, set your left foot down and dive down, forward fold. Good job, lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. With your in-breath, heart lift. Good. And exhale, takes you back, down dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, push the ground away. So you're using your core, you're using your strong arms. Inhale, back up, 3-legged. Left to left, aim high. So use your obliques. Inhale, back up. Now everybody exhale, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, step forward. Rise, crescent. Use your breath. Good. Exhale, warrior 2, open up. Inhale, reverse. From palm rotates up, deep bend in your front knee. Good. Exhale, side angle. So come through warrior 2, reach forward. Tip it over. We're going to pause here once again. You choose. Triangle, half moon, or Ardha Chandra Chapasana, that sugarcane variation, that bound variation. Hips are open, heart is open. I love it. Nice, Trace. Back legs strong and powerful if you're balancing. Nice. See? So feeling into your own body, your own breath, your own personal expression. Last couple rounds. Nice, Ellie. And then see if you can come back to a warrior 2, land in a warrior 2, maybe softly. Nice, Diane. All right. Straighten your front leg. Don't parallel your feet yet. Feel your hips nice and level so you're not sinking into your front hip or your back hip, nice and level. And then reverse triangle. Reach up, reach back, really press down into your left foot, the ball of your left foot, the inner and outer edge of your left foot. Reach your left fingertips. One more inhale. Exhale, arms to parallel with the ground. And then inhale, parallel your feet, arms to the sky. Back to our flow. Dive down with your exhalation all the way to emptiness. Very nice. Halfway lift position. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Walk your hands forward. Rotate toes forward. Step forward. Forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Big toes touch. Little gap in between your heels. Last little tiny potato bug ball. All the way to empty. Good job. Nice, Kelly. Halfway lift. Readjust your stance. You can wind your feet if you prefer. And forward fold all the way to empty. Connect to your center. From that place, rise up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Right knee lift, standing staff. Exhale, figure four. Outer right ankle, top of left thigh. Sit back. And then come back to standing staff. Breathe in. This time, eagle. So right knee on top of left knee. Wrap your legs together. Right elbow under left elbow. Wrap your arms together. Good. If that's too much, hands behind your shoulders. Perfectly fine. Sit low. Weight in your left heel. Squeeze your legs. See if you can lift your elbows up and away from your chest a little bit. Tone your belly. Navel to spine. Last couple rounds. This is such a hard pose, so be playful, compassionate. Next time you inhale, back to standing staff, arms extend, maybe your right leg extends, and then right foot down, even out your weight. Exhale, take your dives. Good job. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, chaturanga, take your vinyasa. Inhale, lift your heart. Yeah. And exhale, lift your hips, or if you'd rather, please feel free to take a child's or an embryo or even a hero's pose. So just give yourself a moment to come back to your breath, to feel your body. Then in your next couple rounds, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And then pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Set your body down gently. So take a moment to find the structure, the strength, what we call the integrity of the postures. So that's that forward. You keep that as you bow and then soften. If there's any other variation that you would rather take today, feel free. Just focus on your big, deep breaths. Take about 4 or 5 more. And exhale out your mouth at any time. Oh. Nice work, friend. Last couple breaths. And then slowly start to find your way back to three-legged down dog. So you can get there however you want to. I will give you just the option of planting your hands, tucking your back toes, making your right leg back and up, giving it a nice little shake out. From here, if you want to flip your dog as a counter pose, a counter stretch might feel good, or anywhere else you would like to take it. Any other movements you would like to take? Eventually, everybody meet in a regular down dog. So if you want to move through a vinyasa, if you want to take a couple cat-cows, eventually just walk it out in your down dog. Find your big, spacious breaths. Yeah, and I'll just go ahead and say in your own time, left leg up and then left shin forward, pigeon on your left side. Just like you did on the other side, set yourself up with intention, attention. Find the strength, the structure, the integrity of the pose. I feel like that's what a lot of people miss in yoga. They go for flexibility, but they forget about stability. So find stability first, and then you soften around it. It's functional mobility. Use your big, deep breath. Nice job, Sophie. Good. About 5 more on this side. Ah. Nice job, friends. Last couple breaths. And I'll just kind of leave it up to you since you all got here at slightly different times. When you feel pretty much even, find your way back to that 3-legged dog one more time. So left leg back and up, flip your dog if you want to as a counter pose. So stretching through the front of your hips. Maybe a couple of big deep breaths in your flip dog or wild thing. Ruby's like, what's going on? And then back to regular down dog. So eventually one last down dog, walk it out. If you want one final vinyasa, that will be your time to take it. I just can't even. Okay. And then, my friends, in your next few breaths, you'll just find your way all the way down onto your back. So if there's any stretches you want to take in between to get there, go for it. But eventually just all the way down onto your back. You can face whichever direction you feel like. Once you're on your back, just draw your knees in and find a gentle rock from side to side. Oh, there's some fresh air. Okie doke. When you are ready, supine spinal twist of your choice. We have plenty of space, so go whichever direction you want to first. And so of choice means there's lots of different ways you could take this. Maybe you want to cross your legs. Maybe you want to extend one leg. Maybe you want to take a windshield wiper variation. And send your breath all the way down into your belly. Use your exhales, just kind of melt a little bit more. And then as you are ready, next couple of rounds, switch to the other side. You might take a moment as you come through center to kind of neutralize. And other side, a few deep breaths. In a twist, it is harder to breathe all the way down to your belly, so you might have to put just a little bit of extra effort. I will leave it up to you. So when you feel just about even on both sides, come back to the center and find any inversion you would like to take to finish off your practice for about 10 breaths. If you want to take a couple different inversions, that's fine too. After your inversion, ease your way out and take any counter poses or any finishing poses of your choice. So anything else that your body is craving, anything that would feel good to finish off your own practice. Give yourself about 5 to 10 breaths. And as you are ready, friends, no rush whatsoever. Just start your transition into your final relaxation, your final resting pose. So my thought for you today is by David R. Hawkins. He's talking about just being with emotions, being with feelings, being with whatever's flowing through you. He says the technique is to be with the feeling and surrender all efforts to modify it in any way. Let go of wanting to resist the feeling. It is resistance that keeps the feeling going. When you give up resisting or trying to modify the feeling, it will shift to the next feeling and be accompanied by a lighter sensation. A feeling that is not resisted will disappear as the energy behind it dissipates. So it is so much easier said than done, but as we learn to just accept and allow and surrender to whatever's there inside of us, whether it's good or bad, comfortable or uncomfortable, pleasant or unpleasant, if we can be with it, know that it's only temporary, connect to the awareness behind it, that bigger part of ourselves that can hold it. Just let it be held, not resisted, not changed, not modified. So our present moment experience is always allowed and always just flowing through, nothing to be afraid of. So these last few moments, just explore that. Let your breath become effortless and let your body just be one great big wide open space for energy to flow through. And you just get to observe it, you get to feel it, you get to surrender to it. Shavasana. Take a great big inhale and let it go. And start to wiggle. Bring gentle movement back into your body. Eventually, just find your way to either side, fetal position. Give yourself just one last moment to rest on your side body, really letting your practice soak in. And then use the strength in your arms to ease your way up. Seated meditation, so right back where we began. Just close your eyes. Gather your hands to your heart. And just bow your head to your heart. Acknowledge yourself for being here, for showing up on your mat, taking time to slow down and tune in. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.